Good morning, class.
Good morning.
Today, we're going to explore another interesting phrasal verb, ask out, and its various meanings in English. Ask out is a versatile phrase that can convey different ideas depending on the context. Let's discuss the meanings of ask out in different scenarios. Firstly, ask out means to invite someone on a date or to spend time together in a romantic context. It suggests that you are expressing your interest in someone and seeking to establish a romantic connection. For example, I really like Sarah, so I'm planning to ask her out to dinner this Friday. Let's see an example of a daily life conversation that demonstrates the use of ask out in the context of inviting someone on a date or spending time together in a romantic context.
Brandon, have you mustered up the courage to ask Sarah out yet?
Not yet, Jacob. I've been trying to find the perfect moment.
Just go for it. Asking her out is the first step towards getting to know her better.
You're right. I'll ask her out and see if she's interested in going on a date with me.
In this conversation, Jacob encourages Brandon to take the initiative and ask Sarah out on a date. Brandon acknowledges the advice and plans to express his interest in Sarah. Can anyone provide another example of ask out in a similar context?
My friend asks out his crush by inviting her to a movie, and she said yes.
Great example, sit down. You're on the right track. Now, let's move on to the second use of ask out. Ask out can also mean to invite someone to a social event or gathering, not necessarily in a romantic context. It implies that you are extending an invitation to someone to join you or a group for an activity. For example, we're planning a beach day this weekend. I'll ask my friends out to join us. Let's see an example of a daily life conversation that demonstrates the use of ask out in the context of inviting someone to a social event.
We're going to watch a movie at my place this Saturday. Do you want to join us, Ashley?
That sounds like fun. Thanks for asking me out, Amber. I'd love to come.
Great. We'll have a movie marathon and order some pizza.
Count me in. I'll bring some snacks as well.
In this conversation, Amber invites Ashley to join a movie night at their place. Ashley appreciates the invitation and gladly accepts. Can anyone share another example of ask out in a similar context?
My coworker asked me out to a concert next week. It's a band we both like, so I'm excited to go together.
Well done. You're getting the hang of it, sit down. Now, let's explore the third use. Ask out can also mean to challenge or invite someone to a competition, game, or performance. It suggests that you are proposing a test of skills or abilities in a friendly or competitive manner. For example, I've been practicing chess for months, and now I'm ready to ask my friend out for a game. Let's see an example of a conversation that demonstrates the use of ask out in the context of challenging someone to a competition.
I've been training for the upcoming tennis tournament. I think I'm getting better.
That's impressive. Maybe I should ask you out for a friendly match sometime.
Sure, I'd love to play against you. It will be a good practice session for both of us.
In this conversation, Kevin suggests challenging Eric to a tennis match. Eric accepts the challenge and looks forward to the friendly competition. Can anyone share another example of ask out in a similar context?
My little brother asked me out for a video game battle. He thinks he can beat me, but I'll show him who's the real champion.
Excellent choice. You're doing an excellent job, sit down. Now, let's discuss the fourth use of ask out. Ask out can also mean to invite someone to accompany you or join you in doing something outside of the usual routine. It implies that you are seeking companionship or partnership in an activity or task. For example, I'm planning to go hiking this weekend. I'll ask my friend out to join me. Let's see an example of a conversation that demonstrates the use of ask out in the context of inviting someone to join in an activity.
I'm going to visit the art museum this Saturday. Would you like to come with me?
That sounds interesting. Thanks for asking me out. I'd love to explore the museum together.
It will be great to have company and discuss the artwork.
I'm looking forward to it. Let's meet at the museum entrance at 10 a.m.
In this conversation, Joey invites Anna to visit the art museum. Anna appreciates the invitation and agrees to join in the activity. Can anyone share another example of ask out in a similar context?
My neighbor asked me out for a morning jog. It's a nice way to start the day and stay fit together.
Great example, sit down. You're really getting the hang of it. Now, to make this learning session even more engaging, let's play a fun game called the Ask Out Challenge. Here's how it works. I will give each of you a scenario or activity, and your task is to find a partner or invite someone to join you by asking them out. Once you've successfully asked someone out, come back and share your experience with the rest of the class.
This sounds exciting. I can't wait to come up with interesting ways to ask someone out.
It adds a fun element to learning. I'm looking forward to this challenge.
That's the spirit. Let's begin our Ask Out Challenge. Your scenario is to ask someone out to a school dance. Take a few minutes to brainstorm creative ways to ask and then share your ideas with the class. Alright, time's up. Thank you all for participating. Now, let's hear some of the creative ways you came up with to ask someone out to a school dance. Who would like to share their ideas?
I thought of preparing a bouquet of balloons with each balloon having a word that says, "Will you go to the dance with me?" Then, I would surprise the person by popping the balloons one by one.
I came up with a scavenger hunt where each clue leads the person to a different location in the school. At the end, they would find a note that says, "Will you be my dance partner?"
I thought of creating a personalized puzzle with a picture of the person. They would have to solve the puzzle to reveal the message. I would be honored if you accompany me to the dance.
Those are fantastic ideas. It's clear that you put a lot of thought into creative ways to ask someone out. Great job on the Ask Out Challenge, everyone! That concludes our lesson on the phrasal verb ask out in English. I hope you now have a better understanding of how to use this phrase in different contexts. Remember to practice using ask out in your conversations and written work. Keep up the great work, and see you in our next class.
Thank you, teacher.